Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mohammed Naseem Machinji. I am teaching you the video about astable multivibrator and how it works. I think you will understand my YouTube channel. If you like this channel, like if you like this channel, I will put more videos in it. And please subscribe my channel, and please if you have any doubts comment it, and please subscribe my channel. Astable multivibrator is a circuit designing to for blinking LED which is used in decorations. You can see that just an LED blink cannot be purposeful, but blinking an LED make it more purposeful. Blinking an LED is purposeful, okay, but when LED is blinking, it becomes more useful. Blinking of LED can also be a stepping stone in learning digital technologies and analog technologies. And learning up and can also use it to learn how AC work, how DC, what is the difference between AC and DC supply, and that's all. That's how it is. So I am telling about the astral multivibrator. I tell all these things for you to more clarify about what it is. Analog electronics is an electronic device which is about using analog circuits. Analog, circ- Analog circuits are used in many various ways. That's how it is. Astable multivibrator consists of two transistors, four resistors, two capacitors, and 5 volts power supply. 5 volt power supply is given to the wires. Two capacitor, one end is connected to the both bases of the transistors. One is connected to T2 and one is connected to T1. Another one is connected to the power supply, and they are connected to the base. Why? Base is the most sensitive in the transistors, and we can also ask why it is not connected to the collector or the emitter. Collector and emitter can be connected. If we connect to the collector, there will be base and emitter. And why can we use base and emitter as a bypassing junction, as a voltage to flow through it? Why it cannot be connected? Because the transistor may not work. Transistor is designed to do that in a particular type, and not only that, base of the transistor is the most sensitive transistor, so it is best way to put connect the transistors and connect the capacitor to the base of the transistors. That's how it is. And when the working of a stable multivibrator, here as follows. When voltage is flowing through the circuit, first voltage when goes to the resistor, the resistance voltage control the voltage which is given to the capacitor. How much the value of the resistance is, as much value the resistance of the voltage is opposed, and that voltage is given to the capacitor. It determines the time of the capacitor which is charged. The capacitor starts charging and discharges when the current is more than the capacitor, and it goes one pin is connected to the base of the T2, and that T2 becomes on when the capacitor C1 gets discharged. Capacitor C1 discharges when the voltage is more than the its voltage, and when it happens, transistor T2 is in on state. When transistor T2 is on, the current goes through it, and it T1 ons, and one of the LED blinks. Another one, and Another one, T1, that is also is in off condition. When capacitor C1 is on, T2 is on, and when C2 is on, T2, like that, C2 is on, it charges and then discharges and gets into the T1 of the transistor, and that also it works, and that's how it is. And when T1 starts charging, it has a base of it, and same like the T2 and T1, they have a sensitive element, and that T1 starts on. In the proper condition, we may asking the same question, when T1 is on and T2 is off, and while T1 is off and T2 is off, after some time it is no current is available. Then because of due to the capacitor charging, the charging capacitance may take some charge, as there are limitations and conditions to it. When charging charges, it only discharges when the current is more than the capacitor's charge. If it discharges, the current will be less, so the capacitor charge will not be there, so there will be no voltage through it. So due to no voltage, the transistors of both of them or either one of them, the transistor become off. That's how it become off and on. When it charges again, discharges, no voltage, transistor on and off, and each transistor on and off independently on it. We may ask one question, why, how it both T2 and T1 will happen and it will work on same manner. It won't happen because both of the transistors capacitance are different. That's why it won't happen. If the capacitance are different, the voltage through it may vary. When the voltage varies, the variation is detected by the base of the transistor, and that transistor base is detected when another capacitance base, that cutout is measured. When that cutout is measured, the transistor's capacitance may vary, and the capacitance charging may vary, the discharging may vary, and the charging time may vary, and due to these variations the charging through the base point also vary. When it base becomes variable, the voltage through it also become have a time duration. That means one capacitance gets less voltage, another one gets more one. Now it charging depends on how much voltage given to it. So if we give less voltage, it will give less charging. When it give more voltage, it will give high charging. When due to high voltage and another one is less due to the capacity difference in transistors, the capacitor time varies. Because of capacitor time varies, it varies the discharge timing of capacitors, and it varies the voltage or current going through the transistors, and vary the transistor to become on and off. Like that, the bulb blinks dependent on it. We may ask a question, how to increase the uh, blinking blinking fastness or blink the LED. To blink fast the LED, we have to place a capacitor, that is 0.01 μF. Once we put it in, it blinks very fast. As we blink, to make it blink very slower, we can make a capacitor which is very high, almost 10 μF or 100 μF. That will make the capacitor blink very fast. And we can also make this circuit as a timing circuit for blinking in a particular time. If we put into a speaker, it will also available for that. If we put bulb, it will also work. It acts like a timer and it alert the using a LED bulb, and you can also work like a timer connecting an astable multivibrator when certain voltage it depends on the capacitor. Capacitor should be dependent on it. When high capacitance, there would be very uh, less blinking, and it only blink when a certain time is kept put a morning work on it. As for multivibrators applications are, it is used in timing circuits, many alarms, and that's how it is. That's all it works. An astable multivibrator is a transistor and T1 and T2. Consists of two transistors T1 and T2. The supply works is very low because transistor is a device which is working in small condition. But if we connect these many astable vibrators into a parallel, the the condition of the transistors, that means the power output given to it also increases, so we can use to power high power applications also. But more components should be connected like that in the circuit, and connected, or it parallelly can be used for making alarms and many timers, and also even used in timing alarm circuits and all. That's all for this. Thank you. If any have any doubts, please comment. Please subscribe the video and please like this video. Thank you.